But the reason I got this land cheap was, or probably is, because a lot of this is bedrock and boulders, which I really like, to be honest, because when I do go to build here and when I go to anchor in my starter cabin, what better anchoring system to have than just straight bedrock. So we're at the back of my property. I named this side Easton. He's going to be where a lot of the building is going to be. And then Weston, which is the smaller half of the property, seems to have fairly decent ground, not as much as exposed rock. So my plan back there, or back on Weston, is to clean out the underbrush, thin out some of the trees, and get some silvopasture going, because this is where I do want to do some intensive rotational grazing down the road when I do end up getting like poultry and livestock. Ever since I got Weston, he has just been screaming grazing pasture in the future, because there doesn't seem to be as many like boulders and bedrock, and then the trees are already pretty thinned out, so I won't have to do too much in terms of cutting down trees to be able to make this into silvopasture and get that transition going. Whole zoo just follows me. Where'd she go? There's Sophie. There's Sadie down there. They all follow me all day long. It's kind of cute. It's kind of ridiculous. This is one of my favorite parts of the property. After a good rain, it turns into a rushing wet weather creek. And I want to play around with building a ram pump that will use the force of the water flowing down to pump water up to either where the starter cabin's going to be or over by the truck to help with collecting rainwater, since I will only be collecting using a tarp to begin with, which isn't that big of a surface area. So it'd be really cool if I could get a little bit creative, I guess. And yeah.